Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the northernmost point of Upper Manhattan, the city that never sleeps, right on the banks of the Harlem River and the Spite and Dibble Creek at Columbia University's beautiful Baker Athletics campus and the 17,000-seat structure that is Lawrence A. Ween Stadium overlooking Robert K. Kraft Field. It's interstate high school football between two powerhouse programs from each side of the spectacular Hudson River as it glimmers in the setting sun on this mid-September Friday evening. Tonight, on this picture-perfect Friday the 13th, it's the reigning, defending New York Catholic state champs, the first New York City team to ever win the prestigious Catholic AAA crown, as the Cardinal Hayes Cardinals from just down the Interstate 87 in the South Bronx play host to the DePaul Catholic Spartans, hailing from just about a 45-minute drive west along US Route 80 in Wayne, New Jersey. And it's all live right here on LocalLive networks and also streaming on NJ.com. My name is Ryan Hulsebos, joined by David Berry on camera and production. We could not be more thrilled to have you joining us this evening as we get set to buckle in for tonight's heavyweight matchup. It's two programs with hardware on their minds here in this 2024 campaign as the Cardinals, in head coach C.J. O'Neill's 27th season at the helm, look to defend and repeat their 2023 Catholic state title behind the wings of the Syracuse-bound quarterback Rich Beelen, fresh off a comeback win over one of New England's finest on the road versus Catholic Memorial High School up in Massachusetts last Saturday, while the Spartans, after falling to Red Bank Catholic in last year's NJ Non-Public Group B state final, seek their fourth state championship appearance in as many seasons, all under fourth-year head coach Nick Campanelli. DePaul, led by their heavily recruited junior quarterback Derek Zammit, along with the multitude of offensive weapons at his disposal, seek their first 3-0 start since Campanelli's first season as head coach back in 2021, which ironically began with a 40-19 DePaul win over Cardinal Hayes. That one was out in Wayne back in 2021. As our captains meeting at midfield, we are just a few short moments away from the opening kickoff as Hayes looking to improve to 2-0 early here in 2024, while DePaul, as I mentioned, look to make it 3 in a row to start their 2024 campaign following a big win over rival Pope John and Maryland superpower Our Lady of Good Counsel last weekend, handling not just the quarterback duties but also the kicking and punting duties. Not a great snap. Flip for Beelen. Beelen trying to make something happen, making some men miss. He's going to find Burnham, and Burnham skirts across the goal line along the far sideline. He's in for the 2-point conversion. Not a good snap. And it was Rich Beelen, the Syracuse commit, making some things happen on the bad snap. Just a little bit of a backpedaling, finds Kenji Burnham, and Burnham across the goal line for the 2-point conversion as Cardinal Hayes takes an early 8-0 lead. And Elijah Burris, the 6'1 senior, heading to Notre Dame next year. He leads North Jersey in yards per catch and touchdowns through 2 weeks of the season. As it's Zammit hurried in the backfield and dragged down. The senior linebacker, William Thomas, in the backfield with the sack. And it's going to bring up a second down and long here for the Spartans. Beelen lined up in the shotgun with, it looks like, Weaver to his right. In motion was Kenji Burnham, and it's Weaver on the carry, finds a hole, and makes a defender miss in the secondary. Dragged down at the 30-yard line, a pickup of about 18 yards for the senior Weaver. Weaving in and out of traffic, and it's a first down for the Cardinals. And it's 4th down and 8. Head coach and offensive coordinator Nick Campanelli rolling the dice here. It's Zammit looking right, backpedaling, and now rolling left, looking to the end zone. He's going to tuck and run, and diving down to the pylon. Doesn't get into the end zone, but definitely enough for the first down as he's pushed out of play at the 3-yard line. Standing on the goal line. Now to the right of Zammit. One receiver to the bottom of your screen. It's one receiver to the top of your screen. Here's Zammit, pressured quickly by Blake Beelen, and Zammit's on the move. Looking for a block, gets a lead blocker in Nolan James, and here's Zammit on 3rd down and long, Did he pick up the first down? It looks like he did get enough. A big 20-yard scramble for the junior quarterback, Derek Zamet, and it's enough for a fresh set of downs here for the Spartans as we're under 8 minutes to play here in half number 1. James lined up to the left of Zamet. 4 receivers to the top of your screen. It's a screen pass for Des Jones and blown up in the backfield. The senior, Tyrone Smith, a 2023 All-State member. Had a 79-yard pick six last week against Catholic Memorial. He read that one all the way through. Blows up that first down screen attempt. A loss of about 7 yards. Going to bring up a second down and 17. Let's see what head coach and offensive coordinator Nick Campanelli has drawn up here on 3rd and 10. 2 receivers to the left of Zamet, 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen to his right. James lined up to his right. Here's Zamet, loaded up, firing deep, over the head of Des Jones, and it's intercepted. Hayes defender, number 9 in red. That's Bodie Sabangi, the senior. A big interception to flip the field, and he's tackled down along the 30-yard line. As Zamet trying to dial up a big play on 3rd and 10. His pass over the head of the senior Jones, and it's Sabangi with the interception just across midfield along our near hash, and he takes it into plus territory inside the 30-yard line. Here, formerly was also the offensive coordinator at Westwood, as it's a handoff for Nolan James. A couple cutbacks in the middle of the field, and he gets loose at the 35. James across the 50-yard line with pursuiters down inside the 20, and he's across the goal line for the touchdown. The senior, Nolan James, breaks one loose, made a couple defenders miss in the middle of the field, and got loose at the 45-yard line, up across midfield, and all the way to the end zone for DePaul's opening score. To a 79-yard touchdown run for the Boston College-bound senior captain Nolan James. Here's Zamet, the 2-point conversion, back to James through the air, as it's DePaul Catholic tying our score up at 8 with 4:20 left to play here in the first half. 3rd down and goal from the 1-yard line as we're inside 2 minutes here in half number 1. 2 receivers lined up to the bottom of your screen, 2 receivers to the right of Beelan in the offensive formation. It's Beelan rolling to his right, stiff arms a defender to the back of the end zone to a wide open senior, the Yale commit Reed Jones in the back of the end zone for the score. 1 receiver at the top of your screen, tight to the formation. It's the senior Elijah Burrez. Zamet looking in Burrez's direction. He's going to load up and fire along the far sideline, and Burrez holds it in down at the 25-yard line as we approach a minute to play. A big shot there on 1st down and 15. Zamet finding the senior Elijah Burrez. And it's 3rd down and goal. Here's Zamet in the empty formation. He's going to tuck it in and run it himself, diving for the goal line, and he's in from 8 yards out to tie our score at 14, pending the point after. With just 28 seconds left to play in our first half, it's DePaul Catholic answering. Zamet, a 3 or 4 step drop, looked upfield, had nothing open, decides to tuck it and run, and dives across the goal line for the equalizer. Keep the offense on the field. The Cardinals going to try to come up with a big 4th down stop. 2 receivers left, 3 receivers to the right. It's Burrez stopping at the hitch, and Zamet pointing out traffic, and he's across the 1st down yard to gain, diving towards the pylon, and he's going to be ruled out of bounds at looks like the 5-yard line. A big 20-yard run for Derek Zamet. You'll see it right here. Had Burrez, but Burrez didn't have enough for the 1st down. And here's Zamet picking up the 1st down to his left and stepping out of bounds right there at the 5 and then diving for the pylon. 4th down and 7 for DePaul Catholic. 1 receiver lined up to the bottom of your screen. That's the electrifying Des Jones. 3 receivers to the top of your screen. Fiorentino stepping in for Elijah Burrez. It's a screen pass for Nolan James. James going to cut back to the middle of the field, and he's up across the 30, up across the 25-yard line, and breaking tackles, and Nolan James on the screen pass on 4th and 7 into the end zone for the score. Inside 2 minutes, $1:49 left to play. It's Zamet again in the shotgun. James lined up to his left. One receiver to the left of formation. It's Jones, 3 receivers to the right of Zamet as Zamet lines one up deep for Des Jones into the end zone for the touchdown. Des Jones with the celebration in the Columbia Blue end zone. A 45-plus yard passing catch. The junior Zamet finds Des Jones in the end zone for the score. It's the previous 2 DePaul games there on the play. It's going to be a 1st down and 10 for Cardinal Hayes. To the end zone for Kenji Burnham. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but there is a flag on the play from our near sideline official. It's going to be a holding penalty called against DePaul, so the touchdown will stand. Beelan to Kenji Burnham for what is the only score here of half number 2 for Cardinal Hayes. It comes with 21 seconds left to play.